As you can see by the time, this is a short video this week, because I don't have much to say this week. Chip. I did spend yesterday sewing doll clothes. I sewed 5 pairs of leggings, 3 shirts, 2 skirts. Almost all of that stuff got packed up and sent off to other people this morning. And I mailed out some of the first things for the sales trade list. Chip! Come here. And after this, I need to work on editing the sales trade list and getting back to some more emails and responding things and getting more stuff sorted out. And I mailed another thing I mailed was I finally figured out which doll I would like Josh Nichols to work his repaint wonders on. So I packed that up. Stop. And mailed that off this morning too. And some of those shirts and leggings that I made yesterday are in there for him. And the only things that I made yesterday that I didn't mail were the 2 skirts, which, I mean, really this one, it's Barbie size, this is just leftovers. It was, I was using the sleeve hem for the leggings because, not because I'm lazy, but because it has that much more stretch and just a better finish than I can achieve on my Chip! Lock stitch, meow. Lock stitch machine at home. Someday I would love to have a cover stitch machine, but not yet. So this was just leftovers and I just sewed it into a fast Barbie sized skirt. And then I liked that, so I actually, this was some of the cloth that Natalia sent me in big huge boxes of cloth. Hold on. Chip was sleeping fine, happy on top, his blankets on top of the filing cabinet until I closed the door. And then it's like, oh no, I gotta get out. So he's out now. But these were a pair of, right, this wasn't a sleeve, this was leggings. It was a pair of leggings, so this was the cuff on some leggings. And the legging, normally, you know, when you get leggings, you have the really wide band elastic at the top. These had narrow band elastic. So I thought, you know, I bet I can use that elastic and just make a simple skirt for 60cm dolls, and I did. And so here's her skirt with a lace hem. I decided at the last minute, I initially just was going to make it a tube sewn all the way up in the back, but then I decided as I was making it that I would put a vent in the back so that she could walk. But because I improvised it, it's not sitting, it's not in her face, it's not flat. But mostly I'm just going to see her from the front anyway. So that's I have a problem. My ball jointed dolls is I tend to make them entire outfits at once, or at least a full dress. I need to get into just making pieces here and there out of random stuff, because I did that back in the old days when I had my Super Doll Fee around 2004, 2005. I sat down one day and I just used all the cloth I didn't like to make completely random stuff, and I actually ended up with some pieces I really liked. I think I've mentioned that before, so I need to do that again, just random stuff, so I can have separates for dolls. And if it turns out to be something I don't like, I'll probably trade it or send it to somebody, so it will get used. And I did do a tiny bit of customizing. One of the bodies that Josh sent when I got the action figure bodies from him was a Beatrix Girl's body, which it's an odd body, but the thing I like the least about it, it's cute, but a little odd. It's very mature, although that can be hidden in clothes because it's also smaller. It's like a 6 scale kid in height. But the arms were really, really long. And when you look at it, it's because there's like, your elbow should be at your waist. The elbows on this doll were, if she's 6 scale, scale it up 3 inches below the waist. So the upper arms were also vinyl, so I just boiled them to make them soft enough to pull the arms out. They still weren't quite soft enough, so I had to cut into them a little bit. I got the arms worked out. Then I lined an X-Acto up with their waist, and just since this vinyl, it was soft enough to cut straight down through the arms. And then there was still a little bit of a nub, notch, bit of a hole left inside where the arm had been before, the pin for the elbow. So I just drilled into there carefully. Now, I didn't use a Dremel or anything. This is a very straightforward X-Acto and drill project. And then I boiled the arms to make them soft and put the elbows back in. And I put the When I Read I Dream fern head on it. I had cut down a Winx body for this head, which I liked the height, but I didn't like the broadness of it with the shoulders with her head, so I'm very happy with this. Thanks again for sending this, Josh. I still someday will probably follow John's suggestion to, since these arms just a hair long still, if I cut this off and can give her articulated hands. That will also help with posing because the hinge is this way. So when she bends her arms up, they're like this and not like this, and that's just, if Barbie's karate chop hands are annoying, the old gymnast Barbie hands, but at least they're like this when they come up instead of like this. Little piggy things. So anyway, the other nice thing about the Beatrix girl's body is that the feet are pretty much Barbie shaped, so she can wear Barbie shoes. So I pulled out this old pair of Barbie hiking boots, which I had so many Barbies wearing these in the 90s. But this is how much I cut off of each arm. You can see how much longer that would have made her arms. So I'm happy with this. Again, thanks, Josh. And that's it. I might be able to go out Friday and go thrifting, since Friday is my husband's weekday off, so he can watch the kiddo. I might not, I'm not sure. I have some more thank you sewing to do. And then once I catch up with that, then maybe I will be able to sit down and start customizing things with all the bodies and all the heads and all the hair and everything. And, you know, I had completely forgotten that I was making patterns to share, doll-sized clothes patterns to share with you. I just had completely forgotten until I was rearranging stuff. And I found my stack of, well, this, I just need to sew the button back on. My stack of things to remind me of, hey, you were going to share this, at least 1, 2 or 3 or 4 more pattern ideas I already had decided to share that I completely forgot I was doing that. So hopefully I can get back to that too. Maybe it's just not a summer thing. But it's only like a month until the kiddo goes back to school. And oh yeah, next month in July is my birthday month. Just, I'm not saying that because I want any gifts or anything, just I'm going to be 43. And it's just proof that you don't ever have to grow up if you don't want to. Alright, this cheesy, goodbye.